a moment of great opportunity in the relationship between the two countries as we together address global changes of combating terrorism, making the environment cleaner, and moving towards a world free of nuclear weapons. We know that President Obama will also get the red carpet treatment. But in certain political and academic circles, there are concerns. And I quote Ken McGuire from the New York Times, who says, "We are concerned about the depth and the sustainability and the importance of the agenda and of the nature of the deliverables." Recent research by Clayton Christensen and his company in their work called Disruptive Innovations, they say that by 2016, 50% of all high school education in the United States and in much of the West will be done online. The implications of this for education globally, but also to India in education and in entrepreneurship. Russell?
Education and the Western knowledge base will become much more crowdsourced and open. So I hope that the knowledge, the resources that we do have in America, they are not superior than the rest of the world, but they definitely act as a supplement to a lot of different countries' education systems. And I think once they go online, it will be pretty simple and hopefully at a low marginal cost to bring them to different international contexts with the adequate infrastructure. And I think there's a lot of benefit to be had in terms of kind of getting a big boost in educational resources along with creating an opportunity for cross-cultural education. And my hope is that in 2026, India will be able to do the same thing for the U.S.
A few months ago, Facebook became the most visited site on the internet, and it has over 1.2 billion users. Tying Facebook and other social technologies like Twitter, Flickr, YouTube, etc., what does this mean to education and to entrepreneurship in India and in the world?
As far as the Indian context goes, with a low penetration level for internet, I think the wave is going to be led by mobile phones. This was going to be the one way to reach out to all those villages, all the rural pockets of India.
I think when you look at entrepreneurship and education in India, you're seeing a lot of investment in education companies, but primarily in for-profit education. And when you also look at Indian industry and you look at outsourcing, there's been an introduction of models for education with people in the UK, primary school students in the UK being educated in math and science by people in Punjab. So I think that you'll see an explosion of investment in these types of areas, and hopefully areas that India's excelled in, particularly engineering, science, and math, the models used for education will be translated into the US so that scores for US children will rise as well. So I think it remains to be seen how much that will affect the Indian population without significant investment in mobile technology or 3G, which has still sort of been held up by the
about 21st century skills and what our students, especially coming out of high school and going into university, should have. If you had the power to redo the global education and to guarantee that your graduates would exit with a skill, what would that one skill be?
A healthy sense of skepticism.
Especially in India, analytical skills should be prioritized.
Language skills and cross-cultural skills, because the reality is that most of our career would be spent in emerging markets or growth markets.
Would be the ability to question confidently and fearlessly.
I'd like people to be students in schools to think a little bit more about liberal arts education. I think we're coming out as engineers and all kinds of technocrats without knowing how to live in a community and how to build a community.
The ability to think out of the box would be something that I would want every graduate to have, so that, well, no matter what situation you are in, probably you can get out of big risks.
Comes up with skepticism, analytical skills, language and cross-cultural skills, the ability to question courageously, an emphasis on the liberal arts, and thinking outside the box.